Welcome back to my backyard snack yard. We're out here having a look at a proper snack plant. This one is a little pixie grapevine. It's a Riesling one, so it's a white grape, which is often used in making a sort of sweet white wine. The grapes themselves are said to be aromatic, and they often have a noticeable sort of perfumed flavor. And a bit of acidity too. And the reason I thought it'd be fun to grow it is because this one can really easily be grown in a container. It's made specifically for small gardens and for container growing. The vines themselves only grow about 30 to 50 centimeters a year, so much less vigorous than other grapevines. And this one has been really happy in this quite small pot. Really, it hasn't grown that much either, but if we look here, we have our first grapes. And that's another thing that's really great about it. It's meant to be able to fruit throughout the year, and it produces these very small clusters, perfect for little tiny snacking. The grapes themselves are as big as regular Rieslings, I guess. I suppose as the vine matures, the grapes might get a bit bigger. This year we've had a really warm summer here in the UK, so I guess they could be as good as they're going to get. I have kept it watered, and actually it's in kind of a bad pot, I feel, because this one doesn't have enough drainage, and so sometimes it's been sitting in water and I have to keep tipping the pot. So I want to repot it for sure. I think it's in about a 30-litre pot, something like that. But I'd like to repot it into a terracotta one, which also helps the water evaporate more. Because I think these kind of grapevines, they just don't want to be sitting in sopping wet. So I'm a little bit concerned about it, but it's looking really good. It has been growing nice and steadily. It's got lovely little leaves. The leaves are so small. Actually, let me just show you a comparison. I have my regular grapevine here. It's in the same courtyard actually. And let me just pick a leaf from it, just a regular leaf, like not even one of the huge ones, just a smaller one, just so we can compare. You can see they're all turning a bit autumnal here as well. And there's some figs too, so not to be confused. Everything's growing into each other right now at this very unruly time of year. Got my washing line here as well. And the lovely plants everywhere. But let me just take you back to my little pixie. It's just to show how small it really is. There's a regular grape leaf. You can see these guys are tiny. And so the grapes themselves are really noticeably sort of a decent size, considering how small the leaves are. But the clusters are tiny. But it's definitely a really cute grapevine to have. When I saw it being advertised, I was seeing people say that they keep them on their tables. It's the kind of plant you can actually grow on a table. So I think it's a really sweet one to have. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is one of my other potted fruit trees out here in this area. It's a Golden Delicious. I have two Golden Delicious apple trees because I was trying to get this one as a Granny Smith and it was missold to me. So that's why it's here. But yeah, I do think this is a very cute little guy to have. I bought him back in April, and now we're in August, so he's fruiting in the first year, which is always a bonus. And once I get him potted up into a different size pot, I think he'll do even better. He's going to just stay outside over winter in this courtyard. It's a slightly protected courtyard. It has walls on most sides. There's one open side, so it's like 3 walls around it. And it does tend to be a bit of a sun catcher, which is why it's also good for hanging laundry, of course. But I'll keep him here, and hopefully he'll do well next year as well. They're hardy little vines, so it should be fine, but really cute. I think the grapes are just about ready. You can see that they're getting a little bit of color to them, so I think they can be picked and tasted. The sparse little grapes there are, but very, very cute. it's really nice to have different ones, I think, and this is one that could easily fit into any size garden, even the smallest ones, just in a little tiny pot. It's really low maintenance, I would say. I haven't done anything to it at all. I have fed it occasionally because I do feed the other grapevine too, and I've found that last year I was trying to give them a grape specific feed, and that one I have now, the strawberry grape, really did not like that for some reason. Also, it was quite a cold year anyhow, so it's just a bad year in general for grapes, I guess. But this year I've just been giving it it's called Tomerite. It's a sort of actually tomato feed, or a seaweed fertilizer is one I use for tomatoes mainly. But I've been giving that to the grapevine, and it did really well with that. So I also gave this one some of that too. And yeah, it's doing really well considering, all things considering. It's actually meant to fruit throughout the whole summer, so it's meant to be flowering. Like even now it could have some flowers, but I have not noticed that. As far as I can tell, it only had flowers the once. But that could also be a thing with maturity as the grape grows and gets stronger, and maybe it's in a better pot for it. Then maybe it will just start fruiting throughout the whole summer as it's meant to, and then produce little grapes the whole time, which I think would be really fun. But yeah, a really nice little one. Great for a small garden, and also just a fun one to have in general. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.